Hello and welcome to Stories on Tuesday. It is part 13 of playing Daedalus, The Awakening of Golden Jazz. It's been really ramping up the last couple of parts. Some shocks, some twists. Every time I keep thinking, it's going to be finished now. But it just keeps going a little longer. At the moment, the mayor of New York City is in trouble. He's the last one left on a hit list. So let's see what we can do to try and save him. We're working with a friend here. And of course, if you want to watch this without any commentary, you're more than welcome to do so over at Ko-fi. So we're not actually going to tell the mayor that he's in trouble. We're kind of going to use him as bait. Although we weren't too happy about it. It was Leo's idea. Apparently his dad's a bit too stubborn to have listened to us. So yeah, the killer, they were trying to find what event, how would the killer try and get his dad? So they thought it would be this public event. So now they're thinking something's wrong. That the killer hasn't struck in a public event where it'd be easy to get his dad. Now we're starting to think, oh no, the killer struck before, when it would have been more difficult. His killer's got him in his office. There he is. He fought ahead of us, yeah. We were outplayed. Is he going to shoot him? We don't know why his dad's on the hit list. There were, I think, 4, and it was never explained why any of them were on the list. My guess was previous links to the Mafia in Silver Snow. But I'm hoping that we're actually going to get some information now. Where did he just shoot him? I think he's getting shot in the legs. No, it's the same as before. Got anything? Photos? Like, do it for your son kind of thing? Nope. That doesn't work. We go onto the desk, would he try and stop us? Oh, give us something. Of course it is. Nothing. Okay, I have to talk to him. No, fair enough. Just talking to him was what we need to do. Oh man, we gotta get this right. Or we're dead. I've already had, I think, 3 game overs during this playthrough. Something I wasn't expecting at all. Melissa. Melissa was the one hired by the Japanese people who had moved Silver Snow. She was their hired assassin. Is that not true? Uh-oh. Now the stakes are high. Check with Melissa. Anything else you can... That's the same. Anything for Ryan? It's the same. Okay. Oh god, let's see what we can do. I'm doing this with no guide. So, gotta try my best, try to remember. Sure. Hopefully it's about our grandfather. Okay, they operated out of Silver Snow, but we're based in New York City. So obviously... Saejima was the one in charge. Revenge? Maybe that. Yeah. Yeah, the audio's gone nuts to me as well. Wanted to bury... So we haven't had anything about fun, so I'm thinking it's about secrets. Which is perhaps what they got with Melissa. Yeah, he was put in jail. See if I can do anything about that sound. No, it's not doing anything, is it? I can't seem to do anything there. I have have no idea what happened. This happened a few times in the game where the sound's gotten a little nuts. The game's a little, I won't say broken, but still playable. But it definitely needed an extra patch or two. And what would have... Important job or reason to want revenge? I think an important job, maybe. Nope. Essentially, I died. Nuts. We were doing so well up until then. Now we're here continue. Where are we going to continue from? It's kind of like a boss battle. We're doing all these different phases of the boss battle. And one slip up, one mistake, and that's it. Hey, if the audio doesn't break, I'll just cut that bit out and use this audio when I do the final video. Alright then, just gotta try and remember what we did last time. Alright, here we go. Even the controller had a fatal vibration there. I don't know if it's sort of bent on shattering quite like that. I think it's more like wanting to take over. That's Saejima. To clean up the Gumi and others. Oh, there's 3 people on the list, okay. The father, him, and some investor woman that we never met. I knew the father had done something, but I thought he might have been the guy in charge. Secret? Which means our buddy Leo, his dad, worked for the mafia. He was betrayed by the clients. I think by clean business, he probably literally means he was a cleaner and cleared up all these messes. So this probably wasn't the first time he's done this for anyone.
出所せざるを得ない事情なんだい
Yeah, vaguely aware of, that's the thing though. So, not an important job. You had reason to want revenge.
復讐したくなるような別の理由があった
So Karen was the investor.
そう今回の一件はそれでよかったちっぽけな復讐気になってしまったかいこれから明らかにしよう自白にかかっているだろうけどねシルバースノーの真実はいや違うな
What, someone had a deathbed confession maybe?
殺されてしまったんだろ
Yeah.
もしかしたら何
Yeah, I thought Elgard did
ど
it.
ういう意味だ
Did our grandfather contact Elgard?
どうだろうねさあ
I wonder if it was our grandfather's investigation into this that
再開するとしよ
triggered the whole thing off. We don't know exactly how long he had been working for.
う改めて聞こう私は何も知らんよしわかった息子の仇だからね僕を殺せるだろう殺してくれていいんだよお前の命に期限がついた
What's the plan here? Does he want to be killed? Is he dying? Or is he
お前の
is
頭
he
を
deliberately trying to get Daedalus to do stuff? Ah. So now we gotta watch out for Melissa now.
だが本当に
Maybe.
あまり僕を怒らせるな縮めたいのか
Some strange noises, that's for sure.
俺はどうする
We gotta delay her.
俺はメリッサに飛びかかったダウンはそんなこと望んじゃいない母親のままでいてやってくれ
Hold it together, Melissa. What you've gone through is horrible, but you gotta keep on hold it a little longer.
予定通りにさせてもらうなんだ
Was that Leo? Who shot him?
残念だ君は
Was it a Japanese friend? Well, I say friend.
まだ死ぬんじゃない最後に
What?
僕
Oh, the story isn't over then yet.
なんだとおい
Was it shot through the window then, maybe?
視聴者の外に移動した視聴者の外へと連れ出された辺りは警察官で溢れている
避難完了してます。
Without seeing their eyes, whenever we've seen the police, they've always looked suspicious.
誰かが近づいてきた。怪我はないか。
Here he is.
ああ、俺は無事だよ。レオは事情を聞いてる。
Oh, it was Leo who did it. Can we see him? Ah, no, we can't.
撃ったと言ってる。そう。危機は去ったってこと。
No, he doesn't settle things. Well, who was it then? We haven't really met many other people in this game so far. I doubt they would introduce anyone new.
それ信じてるわけ。わからない。あの男がやりそうなことだ。そうかもしれない。よく頑張ってくれたよ。不甲斐ないせいでな。私たちの手に負えたかどうか。
Why do I feel like this isn't quite the end yet?
才能あるよ君。大歓迎だけど。ありがとう。また会おう。飲めるようになっておけ。ありがとう。
Yeah, you gotta remember we're actually the drinking age in America and Japan is different, I think. Like America's 21, I think Japan's 18. I think we're like 20. So Yoko,
神宮寺さん。
今日立つことにしたんだ。
I know.
そうですか。
Did she kill her
一
grandfather?
生後悔する。だったよな。もう悲しむことにも飽きたし。
It's like, who else could it be? Unless we're not meant to find out.
また会うことになる。そんな気がしています。
かもな。また会おう。あんたが笑い方を覚えた頃にでも。
ひどいですね。それ。
Yeah, we've had a rather catty relationship. As in, there isn't much there. Not even really as a friend. Oh, we were at Dan's funeral. I thought we were at our grandfather's grave.
空港へとやってきた。
That was Ben.
ベン、来てくれたのか。最後ってまた来るからさ。アビとうまくやれよ。何言ってんのさ。お似合いだと思うけどな。そう思う？僕自信なくて。そうかな。本当？
I don't know if I spotted that relationship between those two.
なんかプレゼントでもしてやれよ。何がいいかな。なんでもいいさ。あ、ただしココペリ以外な。もう。
That it talks back to like the first 2 or 3, 4, 5 videos we did when it was a flashback to an earlier, I think earlier game in the series, but definitely earlier time in their lives.
置き去りにされた言葉たちは喧騒に紛れ、この街を人知れず漂う。誰にも気づかれることなく。
City? We're in an airport. What are you talking about?
誰にも届くことなく。 しかしどんなに小さくていびつで消えかけでもそこに宿る思いがあるのなら誰かの手を取るために。それが
We're just not gonna find
この
out.
町の探偵の仕事だから。
What happened to our granddad? Is this it? The nightmare begins. The nightmare remains unresolved. Was it just some random guy on the street who did our grandfather in? Oh, we're back in Japan.
俺はタバコに火をつけた。
Oh, we got a new song. That's the end of the game. We came to America with the goal of working out who killed our grandfather, and then we never did that goal. But we did do a second goal, the side quest of finishing what our grandfather started. Well, it's tradition here in Japan to do the credits. And to be honest, I want to listen to this song. But feel free to skip ahead. I'll meet you guys after the credits just to say some final words. But yeah, I hope you had fun. This is the Japanese cast list because all the voices we heard were in Japanese. This is cool. There are trophies for completing chapters without making any mistakes. I think I only got one of them, so I can now go back and play some of the chapters again if I wanted. So how's that going to look on screen? Do I just do low game? Oh, it says clear. Ah. Select a chapter to begin from. So how does this look? So there are 3 different endings and 4 different endings with Abby. So that's the one I got perfect score on. But I made some mistakes here. It looks like I got none of them right either. Interesting. So I got the true evil ending. Well, personally, I'm happy with that. The goal of this series isn't to get the perfect ending. It's to tell a story. Whatever that story is, however it goes, it's to tell that story. And in Daedalus, The Awakening of Golden Jazz, it was not always easy. The game had its own logic, and it wanted things done a certain way. So sometimes we would get ahead of the game, and because we were ahead, we were wrong. We had to do the things the way, the steps the game expected us to take. And the same with trying to understand its logic. Sometimes the way things were worded led me personally to believe something else. Let's quit that. You need to believe other things. So, in terms of how it told its story, it wasn't always perfect. There were always a little issue here and there. And there were technical issues as well. In terms of the story, it really felt that the flashback was really unnecessary and it took far too long. And there were other aspects where we really had to kind of guess where we needed to go next. And that was a little frustrating, because there are times that the game really just tells us a bit too hard what to do next. And then there are other times where it was just completely up to us to work it out. So it wasn't quite balanced in that respect. It's a nice story overall. I mostly had fun. I mostly worked it out as we went, so I'm quite pleased with myself. But we got the true evil ending, so I wonder if we would have found out who killed our grandfather if we got a different ending. And the whole Abby thing, I don't know how we could have done anything different with Abby. The responses I went with, I felt were respectful. There were a couple vulgar responses that I didn't want to use. Perhaps that would have come with a different outcome. I don't know. The thing that I don't like is that we don't know who killed our grandfather, and there was no hints. No, like, here's a hint, check it out in part 2 or the next game, you know? So that's a little frustrating for me personally. Well, that's Daedalus, The Awakening of Golden Jazz. Next week, I will try and put all these parts together, make one continuous story, and perhaps put at the end the bits where I died, or lost, or quit. Those sort of game over screens I'll perhaps put at the end. And then after that, I might do something really short. I've got a couple of, I think are smaller games. And definitely one that I've played before. I think Florence. I remember playing it, but I don't remember quite how it went. I wouldn't mind playing that again, just to kind of refresh my memory. And then we might go into something. I've got like Star Trek Resurgence I really want to play, because I like Star Trek. But I do have some other things, like from Japan I've got Fatal 12 and Loopers on Switch, so I've definitely got a few games that I could play in the series. So until then, or until I see you checking out some of the other videos, playlists or YouTube shorts, or maybe I'll see you over at Ko-fi. As a small YouTube channel, we get no money from YouTube. But with Ko-fi, we got a couple of subscription tiers, and we can get PayPal donations, and that will help towards games, controllers, but especially hard drives at the moment. I'm getting really low on hard drive space. But whenever I see you again, please take care.